State as well? Yes. All right, Mr. McConnell, thank you for your patience in this process. Could I have you raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, get your hand down. Could I have you state your full name and spell your full name for the record, please?
Your full name.
Between my mask and my accent, Mr. McConnell, it's a miracle anybody can understand me sometimes.
Yeah,
no problem. I'll keep my voice up.
Field, F-I-E-L-D, McConnell, M-C-C-O-N-N-E-L-L.
Welcome again, Mr. McConnell. How old are you?
71.
All right. And how far did you go in school?
Got a BS from the Naval Academy.
All right. Well, I think it's fair for me to assume that you can read, write, speak, and understand the English language with no problem.
I speak it very well, thank you.
Yes, you do. All right. Are you presently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, medications, anything at all like that that's interfering with your ability to think clearly, make good decisions on your own behalf, communicate with your attorney, and fully participate here today?
Yeah, I take no medications and we communicate very well.
Okay. And you're not under the influence at all at this time. Is that correct?
I'm not,
Under the influence?
Of any alcohol or
no,
medication?
no.
Okay.
I took one aspirin this morning.
All right. And may I safely assume that is not interfering with your ability to understand these proceedings?
I understand.
All right. Have you ever been treated for any mental illness?
Have you been treated for any mental illness?
No, I have not.
He does have a hearing issue, Judge.
That's not a problem. All right, Mr. McConnell, in this case, this being case number 19-14044-CF10A, for the moment, you're charged with one count of aggravated stalking. That's third-degree felony with a maximum penalty of 5 years in Florida State Prison. However, it's my understanding that your attorney, in negotiations with the state attorney, have agreed to recommend a change of charge to 2 counts of misdemeanor violation of an injunction, as described in Florida Statute 741.31, those both being misdemeanors of the first degree, each with a maximum penalty of 364 days in the county jail. Further.
Good morning. Do you know who I am? I'm Agent SERCO. I'm wearing my Pravda top today because this is all about truth. The intro shows you the outcome of the hard battle that one person was brave enough to take this clown on, McConnell. So my salute will go to, let me get my drink. Traditional Polish nalewka to Kim Pagazio. Well done. I hate to say this though, and I don't mean to be negative, but this is like sticking a plaster over a septic wound. The trouble being is the McConnell is a story that most people don't know and not interested in. They only jumped on the bandwagon because of people like Montegraph and Agent 19. But Witness 1, because of Timothy Homseth. Timothy Homseth wasn't the cause of McConnell. McConnell had already been converted into this situation, shall we call it, by an individual known as David Charles Hawkins, but none of you want to talk about that. You said you're jumping up and down, gloriously happy, reveling in this glorious victory, as you call it. It ain't victory. And by the way, it's 2 years, not 4 years you got probation. But he's not going to last that long. He'll breach his probation, guarantee you. Why? Because the judge asked him a very important question. Did you hear it? Because I put it in there. Do you suffer with mental health issues? He should have been evaluated by the stuff he was putting out, which should raise alarm bells for people and should have an automatic evaluation. If they'd done their homework and done their history and research, they would have known because of 2006. But then again, you have individuals like Mr. Levi Page on his page going on about boomers and laughing and giggling. It ain't funny, Levi. People have suffered because of this clown and others. But also the sad factor of McConnell is he's also a victim as much as he is as a perpetrator. The real monsters have got away, Mr. Page. And what are you going to do about it? Oh no, you're going to carry on giggling about McConnell and boomers, aren't you? You see, the real characters that we need to look at are people like Captain Braveheart, the Dangerettes, the man from Tokyo, the man from Nevada, the Russian porn sites, David Charles Hawkins. You need all of that information to understand Phil McConnell's story and the sad, sad situation that happened to him. Here was a guy who was known in his community as a pilot. After 9/11 did an interview and he turned around and told them about how this was possible. Yeah, Mr. McConnell was there, all right. He said all that. He gets better, you see. And yet you want to laugh and giggle about boomers. And you have no idea who McConnell is. You have no idea of his history, his background, how he was converted into this cyber stalker. Because he was created as a cyber stalker. Coerced into it. Brought into that by a man that you don't want to talk about. No. Because it might upset Jason, who's another psychotic individual. Remember, I've been affected by these people. McConnell, Hawkins, and a couple of other people on top of that. But there is one victim's name that's never mentioned. And her life and her family's life was turned upside down. And her name was Christine Marcy. Even her daughter's life was turned upside down by these people. Mainly by one man, Hawkins. And why? Because she dared call him an absolute nut job. Which he is. He is a nut job. So you carry on gloating, Levi and co. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have another Nalewka. I'm going to enjoy this Truskawki, which is for the uneducated strawberry, to justice in a strange sort of way, because it isn't really, is it? I mean, he's got away with it. 2 years probation. And he took the coward's way out, by the way. He didn't plead guilty. He said not contended, which is the coward's way of saying guilty. Because McConnell is a coward, after all. A bloviated fool, a coward, a perpetrator and a victim. And all you want to do is insult him and call him a boomer. Here's to the boomers. May they come after you. Don't forget, Mert's a boomer as well, Levi. You insulting them? As I always say, two little pips. But in this case, das Svidania. Oh, and by the way, if you want to dox me, my name's Kevin. I live in Warsaw, Poland. There you go. Don't have to dox me, do you? And they don't have to hide my face. Because here it is in all its handsomeness. And the tattoos. Oh yes, you must forget the tattoos. What a scary man I am. And don't forget Pravda. Truth. I'm going to be coming for people like you soon. I'm done with all these liggers and jumpers on and bullshit merchants. That's right, I'm done. So for now, das Svidania.